Olivia Plath from Welcome to Plathville reportedly has a new boyfriend, and fans are saying this about him. We're getting a brand new reality show about swinging Mormons. Will it replace Sister Wives? And a recap of Happily Ever After Part 2 of the tell-all, plus Welcome to Plathville Season 6, Episode 4 recap. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Sarah Fraser Show Podcast. I am so glad you're here, Frasiacs, talkers, whatever we call ourselves on Wednesdays. For years, it has put this show on the map amongst some other things. But on Wednesdays, I do something called TLC Talk. I recap the biggest gossip that is happening with your favorite TLC shows. But they've got some competition, apparently. Ooh, ooh. Mormons are hot. And I'm not sure that the Mormons are happy about being hot, but we'll talk about that. So let's get right into it. Olivia Plath has a brand new boyfriend, and his photo has been exposed online. Here is what he looks like. You know, you can watch my shows on YouTube as well. So fans are saying that he looks like he's in a boy band. Yeah, really hot. I see it. I'm going to be honest. This man looks like a member of O-Town. Does anyone remember that band from back in the day? You're like, of course, bitch. O-Town. Yeah. She lives out here in Los Angeles. We're practically neighbors. She lives here in LA. I believe she met him here in Los Angeles. I bet he's an actor. Don't know a ton about him, but they look super cute together. He is the opposite of what Ethan Plath is. So dark eyebrows, probably has dark hair, chest hair, like a lot of chest hair. And he's wearing he's not a baseball cap. He's wearing like a beanie and what appears to be a kind of boy band shirt. So I will say, I do not know the authenticity of this picture. It is circulating online. A lot of people say that they, somehow they've got a hold of this. I don't know. It's been leaked, but there it is. So that's her boyfriend, and boy band or not, apparently she's doing very well. Olivia Plath also chopped all her hair off. So people have a lot to say about that. She cut all her beautiful blonde hair off, and now it's short hair. She wrote on her IG story, "It has a mind of its own and cannot be tamed, but decided I wanted to chop my hair anyways. So here goes nothing." What do you all think? I don't know. It's only a side picture, I have to say, but I love her with the long blonde. Maybe it's because I live in Los Angeles and everybody here has long blonde hair. I don't know. Not my favorite on her, but I will tell you, I'm loving this season of Welcome to Plathville. Last night, episode 4 aired. Now, if you're on my TikTok, which you should be, the Sarah Fraser Show, fans hate this show. Okay. How this show is, if you read the comments on my TikTok, this show is hanging on by a thread. People find it more boring than ever. We're 6 seasons in. I think it's starting to finally get good. I have horrible taste in television. Oh, we knew that. I think it's just starting to get good. We're getting to the real bottom of it. And of course, I love it because I predicted years ago that the family would go rogue and everyone would start drinking and partying and going to strip clubs. I predicted sort of drugs. I'm happy they're off. They don't seem that they're on drugs at all. Thank God. Not wishing that on anyone, but I did sort of see them at a Burning Man, like all taking ecstasy. I don't know. It was just a premise, but it's kind of coming true. I said years ago, I was like, it's going to be so hard for Ethan and Olivia to stay married just because they got married young. Not that I was wishing divorce on them, but people are hating this show. They feel that they're a bunch of hypocrites. Kim and Barry, they filed for divorce this summer. It's irreconcilable. They're not going back to each other. Kim lives on that damn boat down in Florida with Ken. She can't even find the keys to that damn thing, as we saw last night. Mike is trying to help her, like, start the engine, figure out where the pistons are in that damn thing. She's like starboard side. I get that mixed up. I'm like, bitch, you're staying on a boat 24/7. You can't figure out which one is which. I mean, neither can I, but I don't live on a boat. So the other thing that people hate is they're like, why is Olivia and her sister Mariah or Lydia Meggs there? I think they make the show. They make the show. How can we have a Welcome to Plathville? Olivia is like the star. She's done so much work, and I truly believe she was meant to come into their lives for a reason and obviously a season. And she has helped. uh, You could say whatever you want. Now, a lot of people feel like she is the one that came into that house and destroyed it. Like but it wasn't realistic the way they were living. And even the kids are like, God, there's so many red flags about the way we grew up. So the other issue that fans have with Olivia still being on the show is they just feel as though, move on. But their marriage, as we saw last night, is still playing out. Season 6, episode 4 of Welcome to Plathville opens with Ethan basically saying, don't leave. I still want to be with you. Olivia says she still gets texts from him. Can we make our relationship work? How can we stay together? All of that. So, it's all, I think, very relevant that she's there. I just don't think there's a show without Olivia Plath. And now, what do they do next season? I'm not sure. Could this be the final season of Welcome to Plathville? It's feeling a little that way because I'm not seeing the buzz online for the show that I even saw last year because obviously their marriage was, or last season, because their marriage was breaking up. But I don't think there's a show without Lydia. I like Lydia, by the way, Lydia Meggs, but Olivia. So are we going to see Olivia's boyfriend on the show? We know as of now, no. We see Ethan still being really upset. And then we see, this was like, how do you guys not love this? Mariah Plath, was Olivia's bestie. They were united against Kim and Barry. And Kim and Barry's, olden ways with the kids, which are all gone out the window. And Kim says that on last night's episode. Kim goes, yeah, I'm a lot looser with the younger four. They wear crop tops. They choose to tie their shirts up. Like Kim says nothing. She goes to the hoedown where they're learning dance lessons. Like one of the 8-year-olds is like leading a line dance concert. She's like, yeah, they're wearing makeup now. I've just become a lot looser. It's like, yeah. We could have all appreciated that like season 1 when you were oppressing these kids. Whew. Ken, her man, is like, I bribe him with ice cream. That's how I like, that's how they like get to like me. Okay, Ken. But the big scene last night, the big buildup for last night was that Mariah skates around it, but Mariah Plath says, I owe Olivia an apology, and I'm going to reach out and text her because when I came on TV and, was angry and threatened to sue her over the music song, like because if you're not a regular, basically Olivia set up this site so that Mariah could sell her music on it and kept texting Mariah like, hey, you need to like put your credit card info in. You need to do all this stuff. Mariah never did it. Then when Mariah was ready to get it, she kept texting Olivia, couldn't get a hold of Olivia, so essentially threatened a lawsuit. And on top of that, also did a 180 last year and said that Olivia was lying about Kim Plath running an MLM and using Ethan's credit card, which we know is true. So last night in the buildup, the girls sit down together. It was like everything you would want in TV. And Olivia is so evolved. Like Olivia shows so much grace to Mariah, who is so vague in her apology. Doesn't just come sit down and go point blank, you know what? The way I handled the music site was completely wrong. I know you were trying to help me out. Just because I couldn't get a hold of you, I never should have threatened a lawsuit. That was so immature, unprofessional of me. And to smear your name on TV, I'm terribly sorry. And also to apologize to this woman for making Olivia seem crazy when the whole credit card thing was true. She is so vague in her apology. And I like, this is where I'm going to ride for Olivia, this girl. Then Olivia goes, I can tell this apology is not for me. This is for her. And I'm going to support her in this moment because I did love her really as a sister at one time. I loved Ethan. Then Olivia breaks down saying how much she's like, I hope you know I really truly loved your brother. And Mariah's like, I know. And they go and they climb up these corn silos. And I'm like, this is everything you would want. Okay. True emotion from Olivia about her marriage, understanding sometimes an apology isn't the packaging is not what we want, but being able to accept it and move forward and know that that person is doing the best they can with that apology. Although I actually feel like Olivia could have come for her stronger, but she didn't. And then in the bombshell being dropped, Olivia goes, I got to tell you, okay to this apology, but it doesn't seem sincere because I know you're getting ready to drop a diss track about me. I love it when like uber religious, like former religious MLM running, like no non-coke drinking, like alcohol drinking people are like dropping diss tracks. That's when you know, like American culture, we've touched every part of this country. She's like, you're writing it. You wrote a song about me. That's like your, burn book, and you're dropping it like next week. And she's like, yeah, I know. And everything I said on that song, I felt a year ago, and I'm still going to release it. But thanks for being here and accepting my apology. Like, how do you guys not like Olivia? I'm like, I'm sorry. If somebody was writing a fucking circus, the song is like, I was in a circus with you, I'd be pissed. I like Olivia. I like the Plaths. So there you have it. Some other quick Plath gossip that is circulating the internet. Isaac Plath, who's one of the younger brothers, owns his own business with Ken. This is coming out. Ken, of course, is Kim's boyfriend. They both own a plane together. So it's unclear what the business is. If they're doing I think they're doing plane rides. Like you can pay them and they'll take you for a plane ride around Cairo. And also, Isaac has been nominated by fans to be on Farmer Wants a Wife, which is a reality dating show. Yes, we want to see it. We want to see it. The other thing that people are super uptight about is not uptight about, but outraged and have the right to be is fans are kind of really, sharing their disgust with TLC and Happily Ever After Part 2 because Angela Deem continues to be so angry, so volatile towards Michael that fans are like, why didn't anybody in the house step in and say anything like to defend Michael or tell Angela to shut the fuck up? And why are people like laughing and tee-hee-heeing as Angela sits there and consistently is verbally abusive towards Michael? I don't know. Angela seems like she's best friends with all of them, doesn't she? Now, people feel like she's got everyone from Liz, Big Ed to, obviously we love Emily and Kobe, that everybody is in her web. And they're basically teasing on the tell-all part 3, which will be next Sunday or this coming Sunday, that Angela has a bombshell to drop about Michael lying. So I don't know. Do these cast members know this lie? Do they know this lie or this scam that Michael is allegedly running? Do they know what it is? So therefore, when because she actually like physically comes after him in the house. And she just sits there the entire time, like, you piece of shit. I know you're lying. You think you're going to come down here and try to give people relationship advice when you're a scammer, you're a fraud. I mean, maybe they've all seen that. And then they're like, yeah, he's a scammer. He's a fraud. I don't know. But people are like, where is everyone? Why is nobody stopping and confronting her? I mean, that is kind of interesting to me. So do they know something we don't know? Or the other thing too is like, are there so many different scenes happening in this house and the house is so big that other people, they don't even know what's happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, is everyone even tuned in to how much she's yelling at him? I don't know. I'm just saying, but people are not having it. Now, I personally love this Happily Ever After. I'm a little over the Gino and Jasmine stuff. I've been over it for 2 years only because they are still together. They're 100% still together. I said this with some certainty probably a year ago, but they're still together. These leaks of like girlfriends and boyfriends they have, I think they're behind it to keep the spice, the momentum. I mean, I think Jasmine's a genius. I think she's got herself on TV. She's going to get her kids over here. She's married Gino. I think it's far better than they pretend. And, but she knows what she's got to do to keep them on TV. And if you're tired of them, too bad. They're now going to be on Last Resort, which has been filming in Arizona. So you're going to get more and more. What I do love about these tell-alls, though, is they've broken them down. From now, the cast stays in a house together. They're living in this house and hanging out, and they're filming that. And then they go to the tell-all over a couple of days. I mean, the stuff that they're revealing in this house. I mean, Liz is revealing that her new boyfriend, who comes to the house, by the way, like, we don't even care that Ed's there, that, they're having hot period sex, and she got this guy to have hot period sex for the first time. Do we need to know this? No, but, I watched The Surreal Life, and they're on there all talking about, who's had their salad tossed. So, I mean, I guess that this is the new thing that people want to hear on television. I'm a fan. I just think it's more of the same for me, at least with Angela and Michael. But let's see what the huge surprise, the huge reveal is supposedly going to be, and if that changes anybody's perspective. But fans are really outraged. They're not thrilled with what they've seen so far from the other cast members on Happily Ever After. The Hulu show, The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. I cannot wait for this show, September 6th. Now, Taylor Paul, who some of you may heard of, is going to be on this show. If you're like, I don't know who Taylor Paul is, I don't care, like whatever, whatever's going on. Well, Taylor Paul went viral a year ago because she came on and she's beautiful. She's in her 20s. And she basically said that her whole life was being turned upside down because her husband, they were participating in soft Mormon swinging. So they were having these parties and the husband was making out with people and she was making out with people. It sounds like they were doing a lot of like, they weren't actually having sex, but they were maybe like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Y'all know. Okay. There's like a couple bases in between before we're already there. So the soft swinging had broken up these marriages. And this queen got a reality show. Now, people are talking online, bloggers, Instagrammers. People are saying this show will replace Sister Wives. Let's pump the brakes, okay? Sister Wives, we're 19. We're about to drop season 19. We're getting to season 20. Now, Mary Brown hinted when she came on my podcast, this show is not going to go forever. I think there could be a spinoff. I really do. Because the other thing Mary Brown said exclusively on my show is that Cody and Robin are aware of the hate. Mary worries about them because they get so much of it. Could they have, she doesn't allude to suicidal thoughts or anything like that, but could they be depressed? Could it be getting to them? So I kind of wonder if we would get a spinoff like we've talked about with Mary, Janelle, Christine. After I sat down with Mary, it sounded a lot more possible. It really did. So Taylor Paul goes viral for that TikTok, gets a show. Oh, are the Mormons fired up? Oh, the Mormons were online. This is a disgusting representation of LSD. Who are these women? Absolutely none of them are actual true Mormons, but they're happy to capitalize on it. Taylor Paul, you may also remember, hit some tabloids several months ago when she was arrested for a domestic violence incident with the current guy, Dakota, who she is with and has a baby boy with, like a newborn son, like 4 months old, 5 months old. After they had such a crazy domestic violence incident, she lost it on him, threw a chair that hit her 5-year-old daughter. I'm sure this is going to play out all over the show. The police came. She was so nervous with the police there. She peed her pants. They arrested her and charged her for like 2 misdemeanors. I believe they were actually ended up being dropped, but she has some probation, some things on her record. So that will play out. Okay. I mean, no, we never had any of the sister wives. None of the sister wives were ever arrested. Far classier than that. It's a stretch, though, to think that this show is going to replace. I mean, let's see. Let's see if this is any good. Because some of these reality shows, even Surreal Life, I was telling you guys when I do my weekly episodes with David, at first I loved it. I was obsessed. I was so into it. But the more I watch it, I'm like, ugh, they come out of the gate with the couple of episodes that are great. And then for me, they just fall off so strong. I don't know. I don't know. Like, it's really, really hard. The entire cast are all in their 20s and 30s. They all live in Utah. They're all, some Mormon adjacent. It's unclear, though, how the women know each other, but they are embracing one another on TikTok. It's unclear how many are practicing Mormons. The cast includes Demi Ingman, Jennifer Affleck, Jesse Nagatakara, Layla Wiesel, Macy Neely, Michaela Matthews, and Whitney Levitt, as well as Taylor Palm. And Taylor, by the way, is married to the guy that she had the domestic violence incident with. Oof. Okay. Oof. I don't know how, I know. I've known many couples, they come back from incidences, but if Schman threw a chair at me or I threw a chair at him, oof. Hard to get back together. Oof. But not for them. They're married, they got a kid, everybody's good. And lastly, 90 Day Fiancé has also announced 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days, a new season, all new faces, and people are pretty excited about this. It's returning Sunday, September 1. Is it like, did anyone just get depressed when I said September? Or are you like, oh, we're 40, whatever. You know how people do the countdown halfway through? We're halfway to Christmas. I'm so excited about September 1. Oof. I just heard that September 1 and I was like, oh no, I don't want it to be fall. I'm living my best life this summer. It's an all new season of 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days, featuring a completely new cast. That's pretty impressive, I think. 8 love-struck Americans travel across the world to meet their partners, who they've been dating exclusively online for the very first time. While overseas, the couples will determine if their relationship is going to head to the next level. Okay. All right. Just a few of the couples. Tiger Lily is 41 from Texas and Adnan is 23 from Jordan. Oh, here we go. Tiger Lily is a glamorous 41-year-old mother of 2 with a taste for the finer things. This never works. After leaving a controlling 10-year marriage, she vowed to never marry again until she met Adnan, 22, from Jordan on social media. Despite their age gap, their relationship has progressed very quickly. Well, how many times have we heard that story? Okay. Q, Angela, and Michael. Here's 2 that are relatively the same age. This might work. Lauren from Nevada and Faith from the Philippines. Lauren is a jack of all trades, eking out a living in Las Vegas. Along his journey, I thought it was a woman, of self-discovery, he met Faith, who is transgender from the Philippines, on a dating site, and they fell in love. Unbeknownst to Faith, Lauren hopes that his trip to meet her will be a permanent move to the Philippines. She does not want to stay in the Philippines, where he feels he can be more financially stable. Well, that's the truth. Lauren plans to devote every aspect of his life to make Faith happy and eager to finally meet in person. Good luck. Okay, I'm in already, you guys. I'm in already. Don't these profiles sound great? Let me give you one more. Because, okay, does a May, December work when it's an older man, younger woman? No, it doesn't. Brian, 52, is from Illinois, and Ingrid, 33, is from Brazil. Brian is quadriplegic, and despite the various challenges of being in a wheelchair, he leads an independent and active lifestyle and has traveled the world playing and coaching wheelchair rugby. While in Brazil, he fell in love with the culture and found the Brazilian women were more accepting of his disability. After several failed relationships, he met Ingrid on a dating site almost 2 years ago, but they never had the opportunity to meet in person until now. Oh, this is going to be good. And isn't it crazy? They don't cast you anymore if you're just like if you roll up to the 90-day website and you're like, you know what? I'm a woman and this is my male partner who lives in France. They ain't interested. Okay. Like you better come with a transgender girlfriend, a wheelchair, and something else. Okay. Because they aren't interested, and a massive age gap. And by the way, they're hiding a secret. They are. I'm kidding. We love everybody on the show, but I'm just saying from the profiles, right? They're not. Do yourself a favor. If you're just the 2 lesbians, don't apply. You got to have something else, If one of you are living as a cat in Portugal, yes. Otherwise, it's a no. Oh, I love my network. So Sunday, September 1st. Okay, you guys, follow the TikTok at the Sarah Fraser Show. Also, all my TLC talkers, join myself and podcaster David Yontif on August 15th, coming up just about a week away, for our virtual live podcast. So whether you're in Florida, Indiana, Illinois, baby, Jordan, wherever you may be, you can log on live 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard. And we are doing a podcast and then an Ask Us Anything. It's our second one. The first one was so much fun. It was unbelievable. People asked incredible questions from, they want to know the tea, what went down between David and Margaret Josephs and Kim D. And then with me, they want to know more about the Something About Her tea and Kim D unfollowing and my friendship with Rachel Yucatel, everything. And then they want to know business things. Should you start a podcast? How to be an influencer? So I'm ready, honey. You can sit there, put your picture on, put it off, have a cocktail. We're so ready. Tickets, by the way, eventbrite.com. Search Sarah Fraser or We Don't Want to Leave Our House Tour. I know it's a very long title. Poor marketing on our part. But you can also just go to my Instagram, and right there's a link tree in my bio. Click on that. It's the first thing up there, so you can purchase tickets. We'll see you August 15th. All right, bye, everybody.